So how was your trip, Alan?
My trip, Alan, was really nice. Thank you for asking.
So where did you go? We saw the pictures.
We saw the pictures. We went to see castles mostly in Lisbon and in Prague. And I have a very good friend there that took me to see the castles. But of course, like the last time I visited him in Bratislava, he forgot to make plans. So we're on the phone at 3 in the morning trying to rent a car for these companies that say, they don't say 24/7 there, they say up all night. Up all night. And so we call these like Eastern European guys in the middle of the night and they're screaming at us, even though they say up all night. So we finally got a car with no GPS. So we had to use my iPad for the GPS, which of course, because the network system in Prague, in Czech Republic, is horrible. We couldn't get a connection on my GPS, so we got lost. And then the car started breaking down. We don't know if it was the carburetor or not. And we called the guy in to say, why is this car like jumping and whooping and burping? He goes, well, that's what you get for a cheap car in the middle of the night. So in other words, it doesn't matter that we're renting you a car or that you're whatever, but it's cheap because it really doesn't work that well, even though you're driving out 3 hours out of the country to see a castle. The castle I really wanted to see, which is on the website, looks like a vampire castle. It was only 30 minutes outside of the city, but my friend who has no sense of direction took 3 hours to get us lost till we finally made it there at about dusk. Dusk is in the morning when the sun goes down. So we were able to walk up to look at the thing, and it looked like a great vampire castle, but we couldn't get in.
Did the architecture there, I mean, was there any sites that inspired you maybe for some projects you're working on?
Oh, absolutely, because so much of this was like restoring medieval or Gothic or even like, you know, Victorian turn of the century stuff. So, I mean, this is where we get everything from. Nothing's new, everything's reinvented, so, you know, it gives you ideas and inspiration and more background into, wow, this is where they got that, and that's why they did that. Or I knew this castle was Victorian because the style was neo-Gothic, that was at this point in time, so I mean, it was great. I want to live in a castle.
Well, maybe one day, Alan. You are the king.
Yeah, I'm the king. Some people would call me something else.
Well,
so
where are you off to this evening?
We are off to this evening to Gracie Mansion here in New York.
I guess a castle.
Sort of a castle. Which is, I think, almost 200 years old.
Yeah.
I think it was built in the 1820s.
So maybe we'll get some video, huh?
Maybe we'll get some video. Maybe we'll get to meet the mayor.
Yes. Mayor Bloomberg should meet Alan Berman.
Who I like very much.
Two nice Jewish boys.
I think he likes me. I don't know how nice. No, actually, I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Because Obama is in Philadelphia tonight, so we're not going to meet him.
No, we're not meeting Obama.
Though I like him. Ooh, any of you Republicans, sorry. So yeah, I always wanted to live in a mansion. We're going to see a mansion tonight. And actually, I'm trying to sell my apartment, I told you. And if we sell the apartment...
We could buy the mansion?
Well, there's the mansion that I'm looking at, which is like a mini castle. There's this thing called, it's the Steinway Mansion for the Steinway family. Lived in it. They didn't build it, but they lived in it. It's very famous, and it's like a castle. It's 26 rooms. And
that's neat. That's neat. All right. Well, you know, Alan, they say that a good video on Facebook should be around 3 minutes, and we're about 3 minutes. So
okay. Should I wipe the sweat off now?
No, you're pretty good.
Okay.